got a 4 flush. He's got position. He has bet it now.
All right, get him, Paul.
I would expect a check raise here.
All right, Paul is after me. Straight.
No, he just calls.
Holy shit, we are getting wrecked. Let me explain. See this huge tournament with millions of dollars on the table? Yeah, we're running one 5 times bigger. It's the World Championship in December with a $15 million prize pool. And over at WPT Global, we're giving away seats to it every day and 8 seats every Sunday. Last weekend, we awarded 8 seats and only 49 people entered. That cost us $72,000 in overlay. And this weekend, we're doing it again. Take advantage by signing up at wptglobal.com/YT and use bonus code YT90. Brad Owen has already won 2 of these things. It's up to you to stop him.
All right, so who's this guy that's coming in here? You know him?
I've never met him. I don't even know who he is. Faizal? I don't know.
All right. Hello.
Faisal, rocking the Tiger Woods red. We'll see if he can play like a champion.
He's a businessman, specializes in retail, jewelry, and survivalist stores. That's impressive.
Survivalist?
Yeah.
Like outdoorsman?
We took a thing before you got here. You can only buy in for 10,000. So.
Oh, really?
I need to get even. No, he needs to buy in for that.
You have to play exactly like how Kitty plays, too.
No, you have to play the exact opposite of Kitty.
Kitty didn't win a hand. She didn't win a hand.
He says he's only been playing poker for 2 years, and he started in Bobby's room.
Oh, man. Put it to you this way, Vince. The beginning of anyone's poker career is an education, and starting in Bobby's room is an expensive tuition.
Did you guys all introduce yourselves? Because I don't, right?
Yeah. Do you know?
Hi, I'm Barry.
I'm Mike.
Mike, okay,
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
Mike, Barry,
Matt.
Maria, Matt.
Berkey, right?
Paul, Cruz, whatever they...
Yeah.
I don't hear Paul that often.
I know. I don't hear Mike that often either.
Probably gonna make you move your chips because they...
Oh, yeah. You gotta
Just
put
a
him
little
over
bit to
this
the
way.
left.
Yeah, you need your
More this
cards
way.
in front of this.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Or if you want to just show me, I'll put them in front of mine.
100. Okay, potato goes out.
I think that's what Kitty did, and that's why she lost, I guess.
Yeah.
Matt Berkey, who's up the most at the table, is going to raise with Jack 5. There's Barry Woods. We call him Mr. Malibu.
Just do that every time I'm in the blind.
I just do it.
Yeah, well, that's
Sometimes
true.
you happen to be in the blind, sometimes
You do it
happen to be
every hand,
elsewhere.
so I should.
You're not the only one. He does it too.
Faisal with a pair of jacks, not gonna 3-bet.
Just putting
Taking a
pressure.
passive approach early, and we get this ace 8-5
Check.
flop that gives both his opponents a pair under his jacks.
Yep, and Faisal's going to check. Matt is going to bet the 5s. 600. Barry calling with the 8s. And Faisal's got to be saying to himself, does one of these guys have aces? Do both of them have aces? But he doesn't care. He's getting out raising chips.
What a strange approach to this hand from Faisal. His jacks are certainly worth a 3-bet pre-flop, but against 2 players on an ace-high board, I don't know why he wants to check raise, and yet it's going to work out perfectly for him.
He got action from Barry. And now Barry checking, so is Faisal believing that Barry has an ace or not?
Barry playing stubborn against the new guy, calling the check raise with second pair. No real redraw here.
Faisal doesn't care. He's going to bet it again. 2,300 as Barry goes away.
1 of 1. Not a bad start.
One down, yep.
Both.
And are we playing 7 deuce?
No.
No.
Oh, I should have showed it then.
Like, I don't know. Like in the mixed game world, you can be do things that make you perceive like you're giving action in spots where it doesn't really matter, and then people will think you're you do a couple.
How many likes per sentence does Mike Nori use? Oh boy, sounds like a Valley girl.
You know, it's continuing.
Right. Where, in
Potato
one
is
case,
overthinking that, I think.
A little flashback to Clueless for you.
Your record's too good. You got to leave me alone. No!
I have to defend it.
Faisal getting in the mix again with the king deuce of spades, and flopped bottom pair against Maria's 10-8.
So Maria Ho with just a 10-8 will bet 300. Faisal with deuces here.
Maria, you remember about 7s and deuces, right?
Right, but okay, here's the thing.
We're not playing that this time.
Making the raise.
But you know how 7s are to me, right?
That's true.
Faisal, Captain check raise right off the bat.
But those guys
Okay,
want to play
show
with
one.
the person who's
3 of 3.
who's at 40 really good.
Who is this
But,
guy?
like there can be
3 of
like
3, you
know
need the pot.
worse
Okay,
or,
I'll show it to you.
That's good.
Flashes a deuce. I imagine
I
Maria
had 2 overs.
believes he had a stronger hand than just bottom pair. All the same.
round of straddles is good.
Faisal on fire so far. Kitty left that seat, and now it's warmed up.
Yeah, I can't imagine Kitty playing quite so loose aggressive from what we saw earlier. Faisal has a different gear to him.
8.
Here's Mikey.
That said, Faisal has big shoes to fill when it comes to entertaining table talk. Kitty might be the best in the game.
Now there's Paul Kuzmich, the caterer for Hollywood films. Tagging along after straddling. He's got queen, jack of diamonds, and the flop is a king 10 deuce, so he's open-ended. Good for Paul, open-ended. Matt gets none of that. Mike will bet. The potato has bet again. But the caterer loves this one. He's gonna make this call, hope to catch. Oh,
And he turns a pair that gives Mike
You know,
the
just because
nuts.
you play loose doesn't mean that you
Bad card for Paul here.
are like it's harder to tell like
We've seen that he gets a little sticky with pairs on these boards, so this could end up costing him. Facing about a 2,400 from Mike.
not as like
and potato continuing the conversation across the table. That's sort of a tell, trying to like act disinterested. We know otherwise. The caterer is gonna pay off the potato right there, and 7 helps no one but the potato. Still with the nuts. Sticking a bet of 8,700.
Going full pot here. Big bet from Mike. Paul with just second pair here. Should find a fold, but he likes to see cards, so he's gonna make this call
Nice one.
and get the bad news.
I folded 10-5 suited once and I felt bad about it.
That is so rigged.
I know.
Well, Paul the
fair, every time I
caterer
do
has
that,
been
go ahead.
taking his hits, and it's going to continue. Sometimes when you're stuck and things aren't running well, you're going to play a little looser, try to get your money back in a cash game,
Right.
and it's not working out.
Can't
so
get your
well.
money back by folding, can you?
I'll make it a little bit more interesting for you guys since Kitty was not.
Yeah, there we go.
Faisal opening up the game with a double straddle. 400 to get in. So Paul with king queen will raise to 1,300.
I don't know if you could see that. That was like a
I think I was
Should
the
I
only one who
see?
saw it. He
I
had his
saw
head
it.
down.
I didn't see it.
no. I know that's what I'm saying. I think he could have seen it, but I know for sure you didn't see it.
It was just a paint card.
Yeah.
I
It's
couldn't
either
make
a
out what
jack
it
or
was.
Queen of hearts.
Yeah, just say it, that's fine.
Okay. It's either jack or queen of hearts exposed.
You want to take your bet back? Or... that would be a lot of information, right?
Can I double it now?
You can.
Faisal wakes up with ace king in the double straddle.
I'll give you an option to double it down.
He's going to move it up to 39 total.
Take 1,000 back, yeah.
And the caterer,
39 is the bet.
Paul, is going to call this with his king queen, another big pot. And the flop is a 10-5 deuce, 2 spades. So Faisal not hitting there, but neither did Paul. And let's see, Faisal
Look at
going to
Danielle,
make a
we're
bet
good.
of
We're good.
1550.
Not a bad flop for Faisal's hand
I can see that.
with the 2 backdoors, the overcards, holding the ace of spades. Paul should find a fold with no spade on this flop, but getting a little stubborn, like we said, can't win by folding. Ace on the turn.
I barely need
How much are you playing with? Are those 5?
30,
I'm only
a
a
little
social
over
drinker,
30.
So I
Inquiring about how much Paul is playing.
right.
Oh, you don't sit around the apartment just...
I'm definitely a social drinker.
Faisal
Yeah, exactly.
playing good, running good, hitting the aces, putting out another bet, 45-50, and Paul has had enough. He
How
is
many times now?
disgusted. But he's a good sport. Doesn't show too much emotion. Faisal just on fire right now.
No, you're right about that. Paul, gentleman at the table, even on a night where things haven't gone his way,
My hand
spirits
was
are high.
Awful. It's not. It doesn't play well against kings, and I knew you had kings, so.
Well, Paul is going to straddle
Had
this
king
one.
deuce
Maria
offsuit.
quickly goes out. Barry Woods not going to play.
Faisal on the button here with a nice looking queen 8 of spades. Just gonna limp in.
Cato goes out.
Some junky hands in the blinds. We'll get to the flop, and it is King Jack 3, rainbow with a spade. Decent flop for Faisal to start the betting on. He's going to have a lot more kings and jacks than his opponents, but he'll just check back here.
Paul's got a piece of it with a 3, and now
Little
Paul's got
baby on
3
this
of a
thing?
kind
What?
here.
Man,
I don't think so.
Paul's passive tendencies continue, checking trips to someone who is checked behind on the flop. Faisal will start the betting over pot for $1,000.
It's a very rare occurrence when I can say I've drank more than Paul. So
I'm ready.
Let me.
Well, he's got a 4 flush. He's got position. He has bet it now.
All right, get him, Paul.
I would expect a check raise here.
All right, Paul is after me.
Uh-oh.
Straight.
No,
After
he
my
just
straight.
calls. This could be a
Yeah,
mistake.
I'm just messing. Which is not gonna break.
And he gets his flush.
What a card for Faisal. And on a board where Paul is going to have to pay him off. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
imagine folding trips here.
Good non-check raise, Paul. Gonna save some money. I mean, this is very, very callable.
Go.
Yeah, you gotta call this at this point. And actually, you saved about 7 grand, in my estimation. So nicely done, Paul, to
Nice
get
job.
away with that. Faisal is making everything work for him.
Does that happen to you guys? Like whenever you go the first time somewhere, you always win?
No.
No.
We're like, no clue what that feels like.
The WPT cash game is on fire right now.
I've seen other people do it, but just not me, you know?
Holy shit, we are getting wrecked. Let me explain. See this huge tournament with millions of dollars on the table? Yeah, we're running one 5 times bigger. It's the World Championship in December with a $15 million prize pool. And over at WPT Global, we're giving away seats to it every day and 8 seats every Sunday. Last weekend, we awarded 8 seats and only 49 people entered. That cost us $72,000 in overlay. And this weekend, we're doing it again. Take advantage by signing up at WPTglobal.com/YT and use bonus code YT90. Brad Owen has already won 2 of these things. It's up to you to stop him.
Please come to the table.
That is a thing. Confirmed.
Straddle didn't go on?
No. We just play one round, so you
Oh,
can.
okay.
I have straddling issues.
So,
Oh, anybody?
And as I watch him limp 4 deuce on the cutoff, I'm starting to see why Bobby's room wanted him in there. Paul with king 8 in the big blind will check, and we'll get 4 ways to the flop. And it is 4-3 deuce for Faisal. But Mike, with the 7-5 of diamonds, has a straight and a flush draw with 2 overcards.
Unbelievable.
Matt Berkey does have a piece here with middle pair and a gut shot to the top straight.
Paul goes out, and let's see the turn. It's a 6, and that's gonna hit Potato where he wants it. Hits the nut, straight, flush draw. You name it, Faisal with 2 pair, Matt with 6s and 3s as well.
I like this big raise from Mike. If one of his opponents has the 5, he gets to charge them a ton of money to stay in the pot.
Should bet 5,000 if you have a 5, right? No?
4,000 for a 4 then.
Just 4? It's a really nice hand. You want to see or you want to wait 6 months?
I don't care.
Just-
I had you crushed.
Me?
Yeah.
4-3?
No, 6-4.
6-4. 6-3.
How good are you, Berkey? Jesus.
You have the nut.
Yeah.
Like, chill
Wow.
out, bro.
Like,
Yeah.
super nuts.
Yeah.
You raised the
I
pot.
folded pre-flop 5-6. I'm glad I wasn't in there.
I saw the flop, I'm like, oh, the day is good today. I was just talking about it, right?
Scary things can happen when it's an unraised pot. A lot of players splash in, and anything, they could have anything. It's hard to
Which
put
I'm
them
not
on a
even sure why I'm
hand.
familiar with, but I knew your name.
So I've seen a lot of people go broke in cash games when it's an unraised pot.
I thought I saw Barry Woods in like a movie or something. That's what I think.
The movie I did was before you were born.
Well, everybody mistaken Barry for a movie star tonight. That's the same thing Kitty said earlier.
Actually, back in the day, he did a little movie with Burt Lancaster and Judy Garland.
No matter who sits in that seat, they just give you shit for your age, though. It's like, how do you feel about that? Kitty, you missed it. Before you got here, Kitty went straight in on one.
Yeah, ripped into Barry for sure right away.
I have no problem with it.
He does have a good movie star look.
Yeah, he
I'll
has a
give him
great
that.
presence at the table. So 3 ways to this flop, and it is Jack 9, 4, 2 spades. Mike with a massive draw here, any 10, any spade, any king, queen.
Randall Emmett table.
Faisal with
He
just
left
6
at 5
high,
this morning, so he's-
has nowhere to go but out.
Mike is going to quickly take that one down, so he's starting to run real well.
I like draw games. Probably no limit single draw, but we play it in the mix with a cap, which makes it kind of less interesting.
I don't like a cap on.
Right.
Seems like the
It's-
only point of that game is
to be
be
uncapped.
able to snow. Yeah.
Right. So like playing no limit single draw tournaments is really fun because there's like a lot of cool things you can do and
The Cadillac of poker, if you will.
right. Exactly. Oh, for sure it is.
Matt going up to 300 here with 6-4 on the button. Paul will 3-bet 10-9 suited from the small blind. I like Paul taking the initiative here. We've seen some pretty passive play from him, so I like him amping it up with this nice hand pre, but look at this. Maria Ho, undeterred by the aggression from Paul, will 4-bet ace-6 of diamonds.
Call.
And Paul makes the call, so 8,000 in this pot going to the flop. Nobody really holding a premium hand, but they are suited.
That's right. And ace 4-4 on the flop. That's good for Maria. Not good for Paul. He just can't catch cards tonight. He's going to check.
Good for Maria, but in this bloated pot where it's going to be very hard to get value from Paul unless he has a pair, I'd like to see Maria check back, let him catch up in some way, but she'll bet there, hoping that Paul had something he could call with, and he'll just get out of the way.
I was gonna call it 6-4.
Kick them when they're down. Take the pot when you can. 6 players competing in a good one on the WPT cash game.
Holy shit, we are getting wrecked. Let me explain. See this huge tournament with millions of dollars on the table? Yeah, we're running one 5 times bigger. It's the World Championship in December with a $15 million prize pool. And over at WPT Global, we're giving away seats to it every day and 8 seats every Sunday. Last weekend, we awarded 8 seats and only 49 people entered. That cost us $72,000 in overlay. And this weekend, we're doing it again. Take advantage by signing up at WPTglobal.com/YT and use bonus code YT90. Brad Owen has already won 2 of these things. It's up to you to stop him.
Mike Norrie and Matt Berkey are big winners for the moment. Maria Ho also doing well.
There you go. 4 is available for you, Maria.
I'll do it since a lot of you guys
And look
been
at
doing
this.
that.
We have got a series of straddles going on here.
Okay.
Barry going for the triple straddle up to 800.
Okay.
No button straddles.
No, but yeah,
No
it's
button
too many,
straddles.
It's too much.
Taking
of
my
an
100
edge.
bet.
Faisal going to the quadruple straddle up to 1,600. So every player in this hand has blind money out
Yeah.
there.
Button straddle should be outlawed.
I think this is okay in this situation.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Berkey really whining up a storm about this button straddle. I don't know why you would want to stop Faisal from putting money in the pot from what we've seen of him tonight.
They have the option to open. They were
Well,
in the best position.
no
on the
winner
table.
should
All of
complain.
them.
Yeah,
You know?
he should lighten up on this
You want
one.
to spot them the button 100% of the time now?
Come on, this guy's hardly angling to get an edge here. He's limping 4 deuce suited. I mean, tone it down.
Yeah, it's on Barry.
48.
Well, I think Barry's saying that, so.
Or he might be just steamed from the bluffs that I did. Right?
You had the
No.
best hand the whole way.
Yeah, you had the best hand. You weren't bluffing.
How am I stealing?
Yeah, you even had me dominate. I like queen 10.
Just the stone cold nuts.
Well, Barry here, it's gone up to 4,800. Paul with
Barry.
queen 10 of clubs, 32 to call.
What? I was gonna do the bag for him.
I think you should still do the bag. Like, don't
I don't
let
think
him
you can do the
stop
bag
you.
with just the
Well, he
pre-flop
folded
raise.
already, so.
Are you putting the call or fold side on?
Oh, Faisal hasn't seen the bag yet. You should probably
No,
put it on.
the people showed me.
Barry came here with a prop.
You've been warned.
Why do you keep putting it in your book bag? I
Yeah,
mean,
like
you know you're gonna use it again.
yeah, sit on it or something. I mean, this should be way more available.
Okay, yes, it says call. 48?
48.
Paul's going to
sir.
call this with the queen 10 of clubs. Oh, no. Oh,
Should I play with the bag on?
All right, if
Where
you,
are we
as,
here?
I mean,
Can
you
you
made
see?
eye holes for a reason, right?
know,
So,
can you see?
like,
Okay, why
yeah.
not? Why not?
And finally, Paul, with some good luck here, flops top 2 in this bloated pot.
Now
It's check to me?
the board is queen of hearts, four
I can
of
see- I can
clubs,
see the board.
10 of hearts. Okay, just trying to make sure.
You can't see Paul.
Maria's way nicer. I was gonna lie.
Bag on his face, reaching for yellow chips. How much is he gonna bet?
Do you know what
This is
color
so
chips
ridiculous. Yeah, do you know what color chips you grabbed?
You just say a number, probably.
Yeah, I feel like that's the safe play for sure.
77.
Barry's gonna bet 7,700 here. And Paul loves his position now.
All in.
And he's gonna go all in.
I don't have much more. Probably about 6 more.
Yeah, a little bit more than that. It's about close to 7,000 more. Barry has just Jack 5 in his
But he
hand.
only had call on, so he made all in.
14.5 and a quarter.
Barry's actually considering this. I mean, as we can see, he's almost drawing dead
25?
here. He needs to go runner, runner, hearts,
Wow.
or runner, runner, straight.
Do it.
Once or twice, sir.
Twice is good.
And they elect to run it twice,
that's a
so
good
maybe
board
if
for you.
Barry can pull a miracle here, he can win half the pot. But as we can see,
Just turn it
Yeah,
over.
I'm
You
pretty
can't
much
be
dead.
dead.
No,
he needs a lot to happen.
Turn him over,
I got
right?
nothing. No, I don't turn it
But he
over.
almost mucked his hand here.
Well, you can fold it then.
Yeah, just muck it. Just run
So
it
Barry
twice.
needs runner, runner, straight, or runner, runner, flush, and that 9 of diamonds creates the possibility.
Hey, come on, do it one time.
Deuce, and so Paul will win the first half. Needs to hold here to win this big pot. King again, very open-ended. And an ace, he will win half the pot.
What the?
Paul cannot catch
That's
a
brutal.
break.
Wow, that's just,
It's been that kind of day for me.
yeah,
Paul recognizes it's been that kind of day.
that is a miserable thing to happen.
Your hand was so live.
That is so brutal.
Wow,
You
he could have
almost
run
scooped.
2 board. He could have ran 2. We could have won
that
2
would've been- that
boards.
would've
Yeah, you
been
almost
vicious.
scooped.
Yeah. Barry Woods, baby. Jesus, Paul.
Mike Norris learned his words.
I'm willing to stick my money in drawing next to dead.
Just a disaster if you're Paul,
So about
like you
2/3
said,
of the
one of
deck.
those nights.
Right, stone dead.
And now there's no straddle.
And he was not stone dead on either run.
Just super live.
And actions on Barry, he goes out.
I think the
That's how I
gambling
run.
gods are like running against me now after
Sure
last,
will.
after last
your
night.
After your baccarat and roulette session.
Yeah, you
or,
won.
sorry,
You won
Well, there you
300
go.
and something.
They're
so
bringing
it's
up the
okay.
fact that he scored big in a baccarat game last night.
All right, I'm playing with this the rest of the night.
Yeah, that appeared to like work out for you in some way.
Yeah.
You know, he put it on and said call. I was like, okay.
And then you drill the flop.
Oh. I saw a
I mean, he did you a favor.
We've
You
got a
half
raise
the
by
16.
Faisal. He gets 2 calls and a flop of ace, king, 10. Faisal
I just realized.
hitting top pair. And they all go check, going to the turn. It's a jack of diamonds, so now Faisal top pair and a 4 flush. Matt also with a flush draw.
Faisal checks it over to Matt.
Yeah, I was having good hands.
He'll bet 500 with the 4 high flush draw.
That's how I.
He had better not hit a diamond on the river. That would get expensive.
Just calls. In case there's a queen out there. Someone has a queen, but a diamond does not appear. 7 of hearts on the river.
And Matt kind of forced to try and bluff his way out with 4 high here, but man, Faisal hates folding. He is a bad target to bluff, so this bluff from Matt Berkey does not get through.
You're supposed to victory spread 4 high.
I did.
No, victory spread's like this.
Oh. I
Like
don't do
right in
that.
front of you, so like. they have
I don't
the
even
best-
do that with winning hands.
Right.
I didn't even know that was called victory spread.
When you play mixed games.
Yeah,
you
I think
know,
that's a mixed game.
Game
term.
thing, yeah,
It's not
for sure.
really-
It's not a no limit hold'em.
It looks like Mike Norrie could be doing his own victory spread as he currently sits on the top of the leaderboard.